Welcome to a new video of my DKW F9, and today I want to show you what's the current status of this project. First of all, look at that view. I really like the new rear end. And like you can see, the car is completely black. I was painting it 4 times, and like you could see in the last video, I used a brush and rollers. In the end, that cost me around €30 for the whole car, for 4 layers. It's not as perfect as a spray paint job, but I really like the result. This is not shiny black, it's not matte, it's the thing in between called Seidenmatt, and I think it fits the car very well. I'm not 100% happy with this because I thought it's better to paint it when it's a bit warmer. So the first 2 layers were done when it was very cold. And when it was warmer and I did the final 2 layers, the problem was that the whole paint was drying too quickly. So you can imagine a big piece like the roof. You need quite a lot of time to cover everything. And if one side is already dry and the other side is still wet, then of course your roller is then sticking to the surface and then you create these strange patterns here. So something like this. So not perfect. I'm waiting for some colder weather now again, so it's a bit colder and maybe I can like fix a couple of the issues. One of the issues is the bonnet, for example. So I want to renew the bonnet or give it another layer so it looks a bit better. But for the rest of the car, I'm reasonably happy. And you can see that I already put on some of the chrome parts, so I polished the stuff. Here's my nice 3D printed self-designed DKW Auto Union logo. Then I realized that actually these rear lights are the first Porsche rear lights. If you're looking at the first Porsche 356 Ferdinand Coupe, it used the same rear lights. So, which were standard at that time, standard Hella rear lights, and I have a version with 3 light bulbs inside, so we also have an indicator. These rear lights, they're just hanging here, they're not done yet, so I will connect them again and I will make them pretty before I put it on. So now everything I put on the car needs to be pretty. So for example here, this is the rear handle that I just polished. It was super dirty, didn't look very nice, but now it's really cool. And this will come here. Another highlight of the car, of course, is the red interior. Look at that. So that is the old carpet from the house I bought before, and the carpet is still good enough for this car. So I was cutting that piece to fit exactly inside here, and yeah, really nice, really large trunk. And the cool thing is, this is one of the very first versions of the F9, so the fuel tank is in front, so we have a much bigger trunk here because there is no fuel tank in the way. Also, there's no spare wheel here, and I think I will also drive the car without spare wheel. And so it's a pretty big trunk, although we have such an aerodynamic rear end. One of the reasons why I wanted to give it a simple paint job was also because the body was pretty much shut when I bought the car. So there were so many holes, so much rust, and also so many dents, and they used quite a lot of filler over the decades, so it's really not a great basis for a super pretty restoration. So that's why I said this kind of paint job, this slight red look, is pretty much what I want for this car. And that's why I chose to paint it myself. And I really like the result so far. Just imagine this car without bumper, the nice headlights inside, and a little bit less chrome. It's gonna look amazing. So the next thing is the interior. So we painted the interior before, so the ground is okay now. And I'm working with these kind of foams to improve the acoustics in the car. This is the carpet from the back. Here at the side, I'm also fixing foam here, just so we have a little bit less noise later when we're driving. It's something I didn't do for my Trabant, which I regretted later on, but I want to do it with this project. So here we still need to enable this lever again. This is the lever to open the trunk. If this is not working, we can't open the trunk anymore later on when I put the lock back in. So this is something I will do next. And then we will put the seats back in, which will also be red. So the next steps are, I want to put the rear bumper back on. So I will refurbish that, make it pretty and put it back on, which will also like extend the tail a little bit. So the car looks longer, which I really like. So I want to drive it with rear bumper, but not with the front bumper. And you can see that it still has the old super broken green wheels. And I already have a set of new wheels. I just need to repaint them to black, and that's what I will do next. And then we have some nice wheels on here. And also everything which is on here, also these hubcaps, will be polished, so that will look amazing. So I hope you liked this little insight into the current status of my F9. I really like the car, how it looks like now. It really looks like my car now, and it's not some old rusty green thing with wrong rear lights like before. So stay tuned for the next video and see you soon.